Yeah.
Hit him with that Braxton P. Hartnett.
Tat on that ass.
Throwing up the west side.
Yeah.
One of y'all want to like do this whole intro
Oh,
thing?
no, that beat so smooth. What up, Scalpers?
There you go.
Y'all just gonna let the beat ride.
Hey, it's the brat, dog.
It is the brat.
And we're not gonna sit here and act like the brat wasn't at that time and for a while one of the best MCs.
Brat was dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Definitely one
Brat
of the
was
best.
dope, dog.
female
Funkified was
MCs.
dope.
Like, we didn't even classify her as like female rapper. It was like, no, that's Brat.
Her first two albums wasn't bad.
Right?
That first one killed. That first one went hard. And she was in there with the baby blue number 9 J's on that I couldn't afford. And
they were fly.
It was just all kind of flyness in that. What was that? The Funkified video. You had Biggie was in it.
Yeah.
Puffy was in it.
Everybody.
Oh no, yeah, she had a whole gang of who
cameos,
hip hop, and
Bill Bellamy was the
celebrities
king of comedy
and
at the
stuff,
time.
right? Oh no, that was that deal at that point.
Yeah, man.
What up with y'all?
What's popping? So good to be back
Yeah, you're right.
in the house.
You're right, man. I came off this. I'm still recuperating from Viva Las Vegas. Lost a lot of sleep. Yeah.
I don't care what y'all, man. Whenever I go to Vegas, I gotta be in somebody's hotel, and I have to hear "Viva Las Vegas"
At least
somewhere.
once?
Somewhere, it's normally in like some super like low budget like casino.
Oh, it's got to be
It'd be
Circus.
it'd be like Diamond Gems, or
the
you go
Rio.
or you go downtown to like the Golden Nugget. But if you get lucky walking through the airport at the right time, you can hear it in the
Not
airport.
the Nugget though.
Hey, dog.
Oh God.
Fremont Street, baby.
Word. Now, actually, we went down to Fremont
Where you can
Street.
go get $5 prime, all you can eat prime rib.
That's where that be at. Oh, I missed out. That's where that goes down at. So we went to a couple of local bars. Like, we went to a bar. The bar was so local it actually closed at 2. We was like, what? What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Right.
Y'all get off work? And then we ended up going somewhere else that open till 4. But yeah, that was right on Fremont Street,
That's where
man.
you go. Where you still playing slot machines, and they actually still give you change. You got to get a cup instead of getting a ticket out of the machine. You got to bling 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 bling. Them old people sitting there shaking their cup like, yeah, buddy.
Dog, that's classic as hell. Yeah, you done got the real experience in. Like, it's like some OG experience. Like, it's a bunch of Italian dudes with white shoes on walking around.
Definitely.
And velour jogger suits with gold chains, chest hair, no shirt up under their joggers.
Looking like
Nice and
Paulie
comfy.
from The Sopranos.
All of them looking like Paula. And if it's hot, they just put on a white t-shirt, tuck it in the jogger pants, and take the jacket off. That's how they rock their stuff out there. So, yeah, I did my thing. Pool partied it up a little bit. Depleted the liver. The kidney was suffering. Sleep deprived. But all in all, it was a great time. So
What we came for.
right,
Everything I asked for.
that was literally why I showed up to do that and kick it with a lot of my guys from back in Detroit. That's always good. And my man JK, Justin Kempson, he's getting married, so that's his bachelor weekend. My other boy, his birthday was on the 9th. Mine was on the 1st. So it was pretty eventful. And there weren't any fights going on that last weekend. Not out there, at least. So it was just quiet, not a fight weekend.
Quiet before the storm.
Yeah, for real. And before the price jump. So everything just kind of, it was just a smooth Vegas trip. Got back, I'm pretty much on water and coffee, and I'm having to phase out of alcohol a little bit until the weekend at least. And then, but it was all smooth, man. So, we had a week off. Everybody kind of recuperated, or just in life a little bit. And preseason football is cracking right now. NFL preseason is cracking. You got college football is about to get going. And how many weeks away from that? 2?
3.
3? Okay.
Well, I mean, the first.
Pretty sure
when you a fiend, you know what I'm saying?
It's got to be 2 weeks.
About 10 days. Are we talking NFL or college?
I'm only talking college right now.
10 days away.
Oh, yeah, 10 days.
10 days for college.
Rice
Okay.
and Stanford playing in Australia.
Is that what they playing?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I just looked at that schedule. I was like, well, I'll watch that game for 15 minutes. So.
No, I want to watch the whole game
What time
when
is it
it's
on?
like 70 to 9.
because it's football. And then what else am I gonna watch?
He's definitely gonna watch that game.
Mm-hmm.
You said
preseason?
Rice and Stanford. I'll watch it off Bun B alone, right? I didn't realize till the day watching Bun B.
You a Rice fan?
Right? He a professor at Rice.
Yeah, he do like adjunct professor stuff.
Talking about hip hop wouldn't last. Yeah, right.
Right.
Hey, look, and he got a new album coming out soon, as well as an EP. I heard his interview on Sway in the Morning, and these guys is gonna be the album, I believe, will be titled Bernard. So a lot of the old rappers, older rappers, 40-plus-year-old rappers, they pretty much giving it to you straight grown man style. They're not really trying to cut no corners. And, everybody can't be Juicy J. Juicy J got to be 55, 60 years old making party records. But everybody ain't going to be Juicy J. So, a lot of cats is just going to give you grown, mature rap, keep it simple, get in and out of there, and give you, let you in on where they at in life right now. And it's a beautiful thing. So that's I'm a ride with Rice on that game. I say all that to say that.
For what? I mean,
just because I like Bun B and I wanted to segue into the fact that he about to have some work out here.
Oh, okay. Got you.
You can't act like you don't know Bun B got that work now.
Yeah, but that don't mean I'm about to be like, yeah, let's get him Rice. No.
Yeah. We talking about college football. I'm going to roll with Rice.
Hey, I'm going to roll with Rice, too, because Stanford's starting to beat us for some recruits that we want.
Look,
see, there you go.
We need them to fall back just a little bit, man.
Right.
If Stanford coming after you, one, that means you actually care about school.
True.
And,
But that's kind of one of the things that we kind of rely on. We going to get some guys
that's
that
in our back pocket.
are a little bit smarter than.
That ain't our bread and butter. We got to use that in some circumstances.
Right.
I don't necessarily want to get all the Stanford exclusive dudes because that means some of them.
We don't need that. But when that 5-star that's smart decides to go there over us, that hurts.
Yeah,
that's happened three straight times.
I need a couple nucks.
Oh yeah, we always
you get a handful.
We got kinesiology for a reason on campus. You know what I'm saying?
I need a couple nucks. A couple boobies.
A couple boobies, and not the pair. We talking about the kid. For all those who don't know that it's kids in the hood nicknamed Booby. Mm-hmm. Just do a little research and you'll find there's plenty of them. I wanted to jump into a little bit of Major League Baseball real quick, kind of get it out the way because the standings are pretty critical now since we're getting a little closer to September where it really gets busy. You got Boston in the lead in the AL East. They right over the Yankees.
Yankees just slid.
Yeah,
Aaron
just
Judge sliding a little bit.
He hit a bomb about an hour ago.
Oh, it's word? Okay.
I mean, a bomb,
Oh.
Yeah, but he had been on the streak of 20 straight games striking out.
Yeah.
But he's still a rookie to the big leagues, and he's probably hitting that. He was in the All-Star game. He did the home run derby.
Right.
He's probably hitting that rookie wall.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a wall, but he's too big and talented for that to last long. I'm sorry. Right in the Central, you got AL Central. Cleveland, they back in the mix. They're followed by Kansas City.
We know who ain't in the mix.
Nah. It ain't them Tigers. But
they in town.
They are in town right
usually
now.
we own it. Nobody said one word, not one text, not nothing about going to the game.
Sadly enough, I hadn't thought about it. And then on top of that, can't even say I really cared because they suck.
Little low key. Well, not even low key, but highest of key.
It's just sad because they missed that window. It felt like we had a window. Mm-hmm. Where the team was spending money and there was talent and we had Cabrera and we had pitching staff and
we definitely missed the window
and basically tricked all that off because they couldn't get a bullpen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And all that
1 year defense blew it.
Bats blew it one other year where they just
bats blew it against San Francisco. Defense blew it against St. Louis.
Yeah,
but
they it was another year
Big Poppy hitting a damn grand slam home run.
Aha, that's the one
to put Boston in the World Series.
There you go.
Because I really think
thanks for reminding me about that.
We could have won. I think that was probably been our best year offensively to actually get it done.
Yeah, offensively.
That's the year Scherzer was going, right? Verlander was going, Fister was going,
right?
Anibal Sanchez still knew how to pitch.
Yeah,
but
man, they selected the wrong pitchers.
From a rotational standpoint, you think?
As far as who to pay and who to let go.
I understood why they paid Verlander. He's coming off an MVP season.
Had to pay him.
You offered the money to Scherzer. Washington just blew your number off the damn
What they beat them by 10 million?
Should have been
Shit.
prepared for that though.
No, we offered them 165, which at the point it was like, yeah, that's a pretty damn good deal. And he bet on himself, and Washington came with like 220.
Oh my
So
God.
another 45 million. Hey man, you probably are gonna have to let him walk.
Yeah,
Especially because at that time, that's when the Tigers were starting to have to become salary conscious, because it's like, Mike Ilitch, and he probably saw the new stadium on the horizon. Like, hey man, I can't be paying all this.
Not at all.
It does suck that he won't get to see his new stadium.
Yeah.
When it opens in 2 months actually. Longer than that, 3 months.
Actually building a business
District
like it's in his name, or it's a building or a school or something.
Yeah, I was down, when I was
rightfully
home, I
so.
saw it. Yeah, dude.
Rightfully so.
Man, that whole little
It's right
Woodward,
next to the Red Wings.
that whole little
new
Woodward
stadium.
corridor in there, all the stadiums being down there. You got all the teams down there.
Yeah, man.
So you got sports going on.
It looks nice down there
every
too,
day,
man.
every day of the week. Now what we need for it to do is for people to come in, spend their money in the city, but then have that money trickle back further into the neighborhoods and clean up a lot of stuff. But
Yeah, and
that's way more than we want to go into right here. But
And in the
That's the
simpler
goal.
form, just the local people need to make sure they get that work. They can get them jobs over there. That matters a lot too.
The good thing it'll be like places that and this is with any inner city, you got a bunch of grand opening, grand closings. But I think
right.
now, because you have, like with Little Caesars Arena, you'll have, instead of just 40, 50 games for the Red Wings in a year,
You got the Pistons.
you got the Pistons and the Red Wings, so it's like nightly, boom,
and
boom,
all
boom,
them
boom, boom.
concerts.
Yeah, you get
You got
concerts.
a lot of concerts.
Then you get all of the baseball games in the summer, so you
Yeah.
you never have a period where it shouldn't be anything going on. You got 3 casinos down there.
That's
you
true.
know.
That's true. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time, man. Like you said, it's gonna be rocking downtown Detroit once that stadium is up, and then you also gonna have, like you said, a lot of the more premier All-Star Weekend, this and that, and
MLS is coming down there, right?
MLS
They
is
trying.
they're gonna get it.
That old jail site that's on the other side of Ford Field. Gilbert trying to buy that. Well, he has bought that, and I think he,
What a
anything. It's some-
what a dickhead.
Yeah. But,
I know.
He's ours though.
Yeah,
I respect him. I respect him business wise.
I'd rather him put that MLS stadium there than them build a big ass jail right there.
Well, yeah, I love what
a half building of a jail because it was unfinished.
I love what he does. I love what he does business wise, man. I just would love for him to just kind of keep his face away from it, because he doesn't do very well that way. Not in sports. Nah, he doesn't do very well in sports. He got gifted with LeBron and gifted with Kyrie. Dog, you did none of this. Y'all drafted Anthony Bennett. Have a seat and call Joe Dumars, and y'all sit next to each other and talk about some of these worst draft picks ever that y'all did.
Right.
But just to finish off a little bit of baseball standing talk. Oh,
hold
what
on
you
real
got?
quick.
Go.
You can say Joe Dumars with the terrible pick, which it was.
That's it though.
He still got a ring that year.
He damn sure did.
And he put the team together.
Yeah. I only say it from a pick standpoint.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
Joe ours. We won't give a damn if you're from Louisiana or not. But yeah, the rest of the little baseball standings. Of course, Houston is still pretty hot. Actually, they're still no. The Dodgers are the hottest.
Oh, the
Right,
Dodgers
all
on
the-
fire, dude.
They won like
Yeah.
Houston-
49-1 or something crazy.
Houston making
like
a run
that.
out the Verlander.
Ooh. They got their bank account built
But they
up.
can do it. They
Yeah,
can get that trade going.
yeah. That would be great for them. That would be great
As
for
long
them.
as we
so.
fleece them on their prospects. And Houston got a nice little what the hell, farm system.
Okay.
So if you can fleece them, do it.
Word. And then after that, NL East. Speaking of Scherzer, Washington is in first place in the NL East, getting that locked in. They pretty much got that handled. They 13 and a half games in Miami. The Cubs back. They back in it. They first in the NL Central, but they're not as impressive as these other teams we just talked about. Like I said, and lastly, you got the Dodgers. So it's getting down to the wire on who's gonna do what.
Yeah, we get past August, you get to September call ups, and then that's when you pretty much see the teams who are gonna be there.
The last moves are about to be made.
Yeah, you making those last minute roster moves.
Yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, everybody, we gonna keep our eye on that. Now, I want to throw, as we kind of talked right before the show, or maybe even during it, with in terms of Vegas, and there you go. And that's.
I mean, Simp got fans too. Like
I always forget. I be forgetting. That he got fans. He definitely got fans.
He got fans. You know what I mean?
what
He on Angie's level. And what we don't want to do is have, people call in.
Our second rated, highest rated, technically third, because Tasha get in, she get her numbers up too.
Right.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't do numbers like them.
But you do numbers though.
I know what you're talking about.
And you be getting that. He get his numbers off a 20-second commercial before the show.
Right.
He get his numbers off of that.
Right.
And look at him. So
well,
right, what can I say?
Side date.
Right. So, just wanted to throw a little boxing talk because we're coming up on the McGregor and Mayweather fight, which will be on the 26th of August.
Dude, you see they selling tickets at movie theaters to watch this fight?
Yeah, for like 40 bands.
That ain't the first time they did that.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
That's the effect of Floyd. I'd be damned if anybody tell me that Floyd Mayweather ain't the best thing that happened to boxing in the last like 20 years, dog.
Although, if you go to the right theater, $40. I mean, I don't want to pay $40, but you don't want to pay pay-per-view at your house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Say you had a Cinemark with the recliner seats and stuff.
All of that.
$40. If you're gonna pay to go watch it,
watch the undercards, be relaxed. You can get you a drink at some of these places, whatever. I'm with that. But that's just that's what he generate, man. And McGregor too, rightfully so. McGregor he got an amazing
Floyd
following
admitted, he like, man, thank God for this McGregor idiot. Like, I don't have to do all the promotion and all the controversy and dude is helping out considerably. I mean, even putting out them little videos of his ridiculous looking workout. Like,
dog, what the hell was he doing?
I don't know.
Millie whopping us.
Right. Now, what's funny, I'm at a Encore pool party, and all they had playing on their screen or whatever, it was all McGregor stuff, like all McGregor promo stuff.
Yeah. I'm
like, man, they are really
they still need to sell that fight. The pay-per-view numbers are going to be fine.
It's the in-person.
They need to sell the in-person, and black folk ain't about to spend that money to go see that fight.
Not really.
But they could get some people overseas.
They're not spending the early money.
Yeah, exactly. So they're still trying to get those seats filled.
But you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get a bunch of day of, weekend of buyers because people already got their plans to be in Vegas that weekend.
Right.
And then if you're in Vegas and they be like, oh, I done came up on McGregor Mayweather fight $250, $300. Why not? You could go spend that $200, $300-$400 anyway on something. If you can get that ticket, $1,000 ticket, you end up getting it for three bills. Why not?
That's easy. And then too, if anything, we all know amongst one another, we the first ones to be like, hey man, you watching the fight? And then be the day of.
Oh,
did you get it yet? Nah.
brothers be waiting like 2 minutes before
ain't no prep work,
undercard start.
None of that. Ain't no, did you get some chips at least? Nah, dog.
Let me go and buy this fight.
Yeah, let me go and get this little last minute run to the liquor store and order some pizzas and we in there. But it's gonna generate tons of money. It should be Floyd's, official farewell. He's 40 now. And he's still crisp. He still, takes care of his body very well. He's still rich as hell. The man takes care of business. So, and the same thing goes with McGregor. I hate that they had to allow him to stoop to a level of, borderline racist comments and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But because you've never heard that out of him. You just hear him talk smack. Like, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you. You trash, you trash, you trash. But he's never, out of the different nationalities of fighters that he's faced, it's never went that direction. So I hate that part. But I always respected him as a fighter, even
after fitting the current climate of our country.
Yeah, man, this is a pretty fucked up place to live in right now. Point blank, period. And I wasn't necessarily gonna go there, but since for the sake thereof of getting it out getting out my system and on the air, shout out to Lynch, Bennett, Baldwin. People who, LeBron, people who just ain't necessarily holding their tongues because they don't have to.
Right.
I'm rich already. You can't take the money. You can't take my money. I got money. What are you going to do? Right?
Right.
On top of that.
You need me more than I need you.
You definitely need me. And as a collective, that's what I would love for a lot of NFL players to realize as a collective. that league needs that 70% skin tone way more than the other way around. They've found ways to block, ownerships of people of different colors and races. They found ways to block that. For the most part, it's kind of opening up now with who was that? Miami did the kind of like an open ownership type of deal. But that's one place, and that's kind of more so catered to.
Well, you got to remember, many of the football teams have been owned by the same
family.
Groups, families, business groups, for years. When football teams don't actually go on sale that often,
right?
Like NBA teams, you see the NBA teams, baseball teams, those get sold quite frequently.
Yeah.
More than football teams. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and that's an absolute fact. You're right about that part. It's just I would love for those gentlemen to collectively look at themselves as a whole and and keep their eyes on, because it was ironic. It's like you got Lynch took a seat, Bennett took a seat, a couple other gentlemen put their fist up, and then Charlottesville happens, and it's like so we're gonna just forget. This is why they're doing it, huh? Like everybody's not gonna think about that part, but
right.
But folks they ain't saying too much because they know what it is. I think a lot of people are starting to realize it, and at the end of the day, the fight continues. You wake up being black, and it's work, and we got to keep doing the work. So I commend you fellas for being as professional as you are with what you do and how you do it. And staying out of trouble, and Sherrod keeping people out of trouble best way you can.
EdwardsDefense.com.
EdwardsDefense.com.
All day.
Yeah, you got to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then you got Natasha she do her thing, and she's a great representative as an African American woman. And then Angela Maxwell
with her post.
Well, yeah. And then
keeping the people informed.
And then Angela raising a young black male.
You see, she on cloud now, right now.
She got him in pass.
She got him in the pass, baby.
He looking like a straight guard.
Oh, no, he about to be out there road grading, just mauling people.
Let's go, Zaylen.
Right.
Zaylen about to get that work in on that field, man.
Straight mauling.
Yeah, man. So,
we do a little something. We might call the people up in Ann Arbor. Bag man on call.
Get them numbers up.
Yeah, we need to get you
keep
on
growing. I don't want to give them. Hey,
yeah.
We don't gift nothing.
No, we don't get. We ain't like recruiting 8th graders, but
right.
We keep you on the radar.
Right.
Maybe the bag may come.
We can make a call.
Got to check his weight in like the 9th grade.
Yeah. See what your trajectory is. Like, you know what? He might be worth the bag.
Why don't you peek out too early?
And we already know, because we're going to have to negotiate with Angela, we know the bag, what the bag going to cost.
Well, the funny part is that she's going to become a fan of, and it's going to be like, now you the biggest fan of this school ever.
Between the fact that he's going to get a dope-ass education and he's going to play with one of the best football schools in the history of the sport.
Right. And fly colors.
And it's pretty dope fucking colors. That's a fact. So yeah, man, we wake up and we do this. Yeah, man.
2 different squads.
And Sim hitting it from 2 different angles because he got the DP shirt on, the Poorest High School, long live DP.
How was that reunion?
Lit.
Did
the quite fun.
20 years do them justice?
Yeah, man.
Came back looking on. I saw. We got a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm. We got a couple.
Hell, we all do.
Trust me. Yeah, our mutual friend.
I hate all right.
I told Phil, I like the mutual friends between all 3.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope. All right, then. There it is. We're gonna do that offline.
Definitely.
We gonna do that off air. But yeah,
that's
man.
My dog, though.
But yeah, it's all
good people.
It's all good because college football is on the way. Now, I know y'all want to get into some of that because it's pretty much
sure.
Yeah, it's 10 days.
It's coming, boy.
Yeah,
they be sitting there showing it in the air, man.
Look on like ESPN Classic. They showing classic games and stuff, and like, man, I remember that.
They have been showing a ton of classic games.
Be sitting there, man, ain't nothing like college football, dog. I'm sorry.
I believe. You know what? That's a fact. And
especially with the playoff now, man. Because before it just felt like it was great, and then it just dropped off. You didn't have the crescendo. You didn't have
me personally.
the ending.
I love bowl games, but
I know I love bowl games, but having a legitimate,
they playing for something at the end of the year.
Having a legitimate, I like it to stay at 4.
Yeah, I do. I like 4 also.
Still
I don't want 8.
Right, because there's something about college and something about winning a bowl game at the end. And still having value instead of losing in the playoff.
I like that if you lose a game in college, there's a chance that you can be. Man. You got to be on your P's and Q's every week, man. I like that.
That's critical.
That's that extra pressure,
especially in the first week, the first 2 weeks of this college football season. If you just go and look at the schedule, it's make or break games at the very beginning.
But the good thing is, you got teams actually out there challenging themselves. I wish I could see more home and homes instead of neutral site games.
Right.
But neutral site games brings
in the money.
It gives people a chance to go travel and do something.
Right.
I mean, like I said, we got
I like to see Michigan
here.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a home and home.
Yeah,
with Michigan.
Yeah, because I want to see.
I
mean, people will speak on it all the time. Big Ten schools, Northern schools, AC. They travel wherever to play non-conference games. The SEC don't go past the Mason-Dixon line, and they definitely ain't going past October.
Florida has won like 26 straight home or season opener.
Yeah, but they've
all been scrubs.
Our Lady
at home. You know what I mean? So
we're playing the Citadel.
This is their first time really playing a real opponent outside of Gainesville.
And these opponents, they know they played in the bowl game a couple years ago.
They know what they catch
they
that
got
work.
Waxed.
Y'all can talk all that soft speed all you want. Yeah. You catch that work. How about that?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that Alabama Florida State game.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because
that game
I'm gonna be so lit already and faded from our game, and then I gotta find a spot.
But
because I want to watch that.
The good thing is that
our
game is early.
Yeah, but
it'll be done
by the time I get out of the stadium. And
you better walk over to Boomer Jacks.
Maybe
that's your best bet. Let that traffic kill.
Yeah,
because you're not gonna want to miss that one.
Florida State, Alabama gonna be. But you know what? The good thing about that is, no matter who wins or who loses,
they still in it.
Yeah, they're still in it. Yeah. Their title hopes won't be hurt unless you get blasted.
Right.
But even still, they'll still have an opportunity to make up that ground. You lose some leeway, and you don't have any room for error after that, because you get the 2 losses, and then
that's why I like 8 teams.
No,
I mean, that's why I like 8 teams.
No, see,
I
don't want you to be able to lose a bunch of times and you still be there. No, dog, I need you to come out there. Look,
just think about that round robin that happened in the ACC last year with Louisville,
Florida State, Clemson.
You had
and kind of North Carolina to a little bit of
because they had Trubisky, and we didn't know who Trubisky was at the time, but you had to go through that gauntlet to come out on top in order to get a chance. When Florida State couldn't, and who probably had the most.
They had the most talent.
Yeah, Louisville.
I mean, just think, you had a Florida State team that had crazy talent. You had Louisville, who had the best player in the country, and then you had Clemson that
second best player in the nation.
Just put everything together
and did.
They almost lost like 2-3 times.
Yeah, Clemson,
you know what I'm saying?
Clemson should have been knocked.
Yeah.
Especially the NC State game.
Oh, the NC State game. NC State NC State
supposed to win that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Clemson not even supposed to be in the national title game.
Nope, not at all.
But that's
that's what you got to do to win a national championship.
Yep.
I mean,
you got to have some luck.
Everybody can't be Alabama and just smash everybody. The years that they win,
but you got to have dirty referee squad that calls first downs.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, y'all mentioned Trubisky, and as much as I have not been paying any attention to preseason,
it's only 1 week
football whatsoever. They really kind of putting a lot out there on him, and how he's looking out the gate, so to speak. Have y'all been able to catch a look at him, whether it be from a mechanics standpoint?
Played against the Tools.
Yeah, but he won that job off the rip.
I still don't think they're gonna start him. Yeah, I still think they're gonna start.
They say the right things, but then they be like, man, like what are we waiting for? Like just put them out there. They got decent offensive line, I think. So it's not like they're gonna put him out there and he's just gonna get creamed. So the dude, let me watch how I say this. Certain dudes be winning and stay winning. Like old boy that got that contract,
dog,
went out there and looked. Did you see that first throw?
Who you talking
I mean, it was
about?
the worst pick six in the history of NFL football.
Who?
Mike
Glennon.
Mike Glennon.
Oh, Mike Glenn is terrible.
He's awful, but he got
Blake
millions to be.
Blake Bortles terrible.
I mean, and they get millions, dog,
Jay Cutler's terrible.
year after year.
Yeah.
I saw Mark Sanchez still on the sideline.
Yeah.
Getting a
Franchise.
check.
Yeah.
Like
Backup quarterback, the greatest job ever,
greatest
doggy.
job ever. Chad Henne still getting a check.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes, dog.
Where he at?
Jacksonville.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
He back in Jacksonville.
Back at Jacksonville.
Cause this spot he got drafted by Miami, played a couple years, got his spot ran, went to Jacksonville, started. Then they drafted Bortles. You thought Bortles was gonna turn into something, then he turned to a bunch of interceptions.
Boy.
So, but you can still get in the backup check, and I'm with it.
All right. If you say you with it, you with it.
What about my boy? What about
It's
my
a
boy?
backup. Dog, get money.
I say the highlight of the first week of preseason is my boy James is meeting all the hype that we expected on Hard Knocks.
Man, you ain't lying.
Like that boy is must watch TV. How could you not want to play with that dude, man?
You know what? If you I won't say soft, but if you think that you're supposed to be James, that's the only way that you don't want to play with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna lead you, he gonna rally you. If you don't not, unless you on defense and maybe you like a receiver or somebody that kind of like lead a small little crop of guys in another way, you ain't gonna like it because he's your vocal leader. Period.
I just pulled up a ranking Sports Illustrated did of backup quarterback situations. I was gonna read some names.
Let's do it.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Solid.
Number one.
Because he could be starting somewhere.
Right.
Hell yeah, he just waiting on the shot.
Yeah, he just waiting for Brady to be like, I don't want to play no more.
Matt Moore.
Not a bad backup.
Matt Moore's
Right.
good.
It's kind of what you would want, right?
Yeah, you want. That's what he's what you want in the backup. Yeah.
The loser of Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch. That's number 3. Colt McCoy with the Redskins.
Yeah.
Coach didn't play bad.
He had that one.
He had that one little run.
Monday Night Football.
He had a little run where he was the backup.
That's a fact.
Once again, he's a backup.
This is top crop though. Let's be
right.
real.
I number
But
5.
think about it like this: if you're the backup, you're not supposed to be great. Because if you were
Yeah,
great,
but
you'd be
like-
starting for somebody.
I don't want to get into a whole Kaepernick thing,
But
but
we're not going. I ain't got to.
but just the trash. They got Deshaun Watson at 5, but he's going to end up
He's a rookie.
starting. He's going to end up starting.
Yeah. By the mid-season, he'll be starting.
AJ McCarron with the Bengals, who's
like
going
him.
to get big money at some point. He's going to be the Mike Glennon
people
recipient.
like AJ Glennon. AJ
McCarron.
McCarron.
Because of his girlfriend?
Nah. Well, when the Red Rifleman got hurt for Cincinnati, McCarron didn't play bad for them. He still kept them afloat to make the playoffs.
Like keeping him afloat, I think is an overstatement.
Look,
like he
dog,
was.
don't lose the game.
Yeah,
That's all you.
Speaking
gotta
of
do.
don't lose the game, number 7 is a trifecta for the Bills. T.J. Yates, who we saw down in Houston, Cardale Jones, and Nathan Peterman. So that must be a full blown quarterback
I ain't come here to play school.
battle. Then they got Trubisky, Mike Glennon at number 8, Chad Henne at 9, Geno Smith with the Giants at 10.
Geno Smith would never be that high.
Peep this, number 11, Drew Stanton, still in the league.
Arizona.
Drew Stanton.
He in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Getting a check in Arizona.
Whoever loses the Browns battle. Did y'all see Deshaun Kaiser? That boy throw a pretty ball, boy.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still went to Notre Dame.
But I think he.
I knew he was talented though.
I think that coach is a liability.
Hugh Jack?
At Notre Dame.
Oh, Chip. I mean, not Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, he is.
That's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
Total. Oh my God.
I think he might shine.
Hold up. He did take him to a national title game.
So they could get the doors blown off, and that was another example. That was another example of they don't quite belong here. That was before the 14 playoff,
bro.
They did not belong. There.
Remember who was on that Bama team?
They did not. They got their doors blown off.
It's a hell of a Bama team. Let's not get twisted.
That's like it was like Julio Jones and
they
this
did
person.
not.
No, they didn't
there.
belong there, but they went undefeated.
They went undefeated. So you got to put Notre Dame in. People are going to watch. Got
and Notre Dame won some games that year.
Manti Te'o should win the Heisman Trophy.
He should have won the Heisman. But Manti Te'o was
they
not a
ran
bad college
every
player.
play at him. They said,
"Oh yeah, once we get somebody up on
Chase,
it,
all we need you to do is pull out and look for number 5.
Yep.
Play after play after play. I've never seen a middle linebacker get his ass kicked so much.
They worked the hell out of it.
They got somebody on him.
You talking about a non-factor by the second half?
Man.
Oh, Notre Dame was a non-factor by the end
No,
of the
I'm
first
just talking
quarter.
about like him alone. Like he just didn't exist anymore.
Thank God for the playoff because you know we would
you
end
can
up
see
we would end
another
up
game.
more 1 and 2s like that, and you know
That's not
how
cool.
it should be.
That's not cool at all.
Chase Daniel, Derek Anderson still in the league. Nick Foles on the Eagles. Ryan Mallett. We heard about how many
Foles is
interceptions
still
he's
cool.
throwing. Case Keenum for the Vikings. Matt Barkley, CJ Beathard for the 49ers. Oh my God.
Who?
What the Jets with Bryce Petty and Christian Hackenberg. The Steelers, Landry Jones, Josh Dobbs, who's a rookie. Boykin looked good the other day for the Seahawks, but he's kind of a system guy.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, rookie. Matt Castle, still in the league, getting checks for the Titans. Kellen Clemens with the Chargers, still getting checks. Connor Cook, EJ Manuel still getting checks. You know he trash. Matt Schaub is still on the Falcons, apparently.
Yeah.
Brett Hundley on the Packers, who looked actually good. He, you in that system, you eventually should get good. Kellen Moore with the Cowboys, Scott Tolzien with the Colts, Sean Mannion with the Rams. They got Jake Rudock, number 31. And I don't think they really watched him and kind of watched his development because he's kind of turning and when you
He didn't play bad in the preseason game.
That's what I mean. When you kind of
But they don't know about him.
They don't
Remember,
know.
because he was on the practice squad last year.
And we know because we
watched him at Michigan. So
Right.
we got a biased opinion because we've seen more games of him.
And that's what made me think this. I was like, what would Jake Rudock fall in line with who has better backup situations? This list apparently because they've never really seen him. He's never had to
they
come
don't
in
know.
and play. They don't know
about him.
because if Matt Stafford goes down, I don't think our offense just dies.
That's dope.
It just scales back.
It would become more conservative for sure.
Yeah.
But I think we got a good. And then Ryan Griffin, who's in a battle with
you know who that is.
Well, he's on the Bucks. If you've been watching Hard
I
Knocks,
haven't
so
watched it.
Ryan Griffin is in a battle with Beard Fitzpatrick. Yeah, man, it's a lot of trash in that league.
You know
man.
what?
And we talk about how multi-billion-dollar teams that these are.
They don't
and
care that much.
It
I'm
don't
sorry.
matter. I mean, your team. As
They
much
don't-
money
but-
as you generate, if you don't have somebody under center,
Yeah. And the bad part is we just named a bunch of the backups. It's a bunch of teams with starting quarterbacks.
That's
That ain't
worse
that
than these
damn good.
backups.
yeah, man.
So that
Period.
just lets you know when people sit there and try to be like, yeah, if you got a decent quarterback and then you got fans, man, you need to cut him, get rid of him, get somebody else. Oh, it ain't that
It
simple.
ain't that simple.
It
man.
ain't. You do not just go pick up a quarterback off the scrap heap.
Right.
Right. You know what? Here go the keys to the.
I mean, we got a prime example in Detroit. It's like y'all know how I felt about Matthew Stafford. I ain't never,
You
hit
never
that.
loved him.
Never loved him, but it's like T.O. That's my quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know
Kirk Cousins in Washington.
Straight up.
We hate on Kirk Cousins all the time, mainly
Straight
because
up.
he went to state.
Right.
But man, let Washington let go of Kirk Cousins or find a way to F it up. Well, they've already F'd that up.
Right.
They could have locked him in so many years ago, but now
They
they
just
got
kept
they gonna
coming.
have to pay him
Big
Aaron
ass
Rodgers
checks.
dollars.
They keep giving them
keep
big
him.
ass checks.
Well, they ain't got no
dog.
choice because they keep franchising.
Right.
So that's
Big
they
idiots.
be.
And they, like we talked about that before. You could have got him for cheap.
Lock him
Long
up
time
early.
ago.
You lock him. Yeah, you lock him up for the.
like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, good. Hey, great business, Washington. Idiots.
And see, and I still look at him and like, oh, dog, you didn't sign that? Well, he knows, and his agent knows the quarterback market.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could be extra trash this year and still cash in.
Because you still better than.
I'm better than everybody, half of the
50%
league.
of the league. Yeah.
and you
Remarkable.
know,
I feel
Man.
bad saying that Kirk Cousins is better than 50% of the league.
you was gonna have to do it eventually.
I mean, man. No, I ain't got to get Sparties no love, homie.
No, you don't. This a
Wrong
fact.
We can give Sparty all the love they want because they Triz ass now.
Nah, that's a wrap for them.
Yeah, reality get kicked back in.
You got
And the world is
back
the
to
world
reality.
is the world
Oh,
is
there
even
goes
now
gravity.
and back up there. And, it's back on this rotation and everything. Like Michigan State is back to being where they're.
And you know what's funny?
I just, it's so funny because I'd be like, hey, do I have a Michigan State friends like on social
I got a
media and
whole
stuff
crew.
like that? Because I would never see him, and then they start getting dubs, and I'm starting to see little Spartan insignias and go green, go white, and I'm like, where y'all been?
I ain't go there, and I'm fair weather as they come because I couldn't enjoy Michigan football like I wanted. So I'm like, man, let me go and ride with these dudes for a minute. Boy, I don't give a damn.
They showed up and disappeared with the quickness.
And you know who I am? That Homer Simpson gift. That meme.
Oh, you go in and come back out? Hell yeah.
I don't care.
It's all type of Sparty flags in them bushes.
I don't give a damn what's going on. Yeah, I bought the hat. So what? Oh, Simp, foam hit you in the head. That's a concussion.
Y'all don't judge us on YouTube, okay?
Right. Hey, look. Right.
You know what I mean? That Elmer's glue can only last for so long. Don't put some spit on that. So.
Right.
The same one that always falls.
Squeeze that thing back in there, bro.
That same one fall every week.
Got that good gap in there now. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all stupid.
So, yeah. But now one thing, as we went through that, and then the rest of, the NFL, they're kind of just getting their rosters all solidified. So, it's pretty weak for the most part, but that's preseason NFL football. There ain't nothing to it.
Couple big plays, man. I mean, just seeing the football back just makes you feel good.
I'm gonna dive more into college football with y'all this year.
Are you?
I'm dead set.
We'll see.
Hey, y'all going to Mississippi for that game? I'm tapping out. I'm not going to Mississippi, not in the current climate. But
nah, I'm good, player.
Good luck on that road trip, fellas.
Go ahead and Facebook Live. I want to feel like I'm right there. I give me a cowbell.
I'm good.
Man, they probably got some good food at the tailgate.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure you could dry freeze that shit and send it out here too. I don't want to go. So what I was saying, no, I want to get more into college football. I have a strong distaste for the NFL currently, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't. But with that, it's just like, if you lose taste for something, you want to replace it with something else.
Right.
And college football is the best thing to do that with. So I want to look at college football more so for a lot of the smaller conferences. I want to see how these changes in some of the larger conferences, I've got some major changes going on, and see how that comes
It's great coaching going on right now in college football.
Right.
Just at a very, very high level. They're starting to pay these guys so they don't migrate to the league.
You got to pay them assistants.
And the assistants are getting paid. But just think, Big Ten, Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer.
Antonio.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he made money.
I'm not talking about money. I'm just talking.
He's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
They just suck, though.
All right.
Dog, he did.
Anytime you rise when your biggest rival is going through its worst stretch in history. I mean,
true, but the talent that they get.
Simp, we going to see now.
Yeah.
Like,
they ain't got no quarterback
They don't
now.
get no love, man.
Hey, man, I mean, I can't knock what they've done, though.
Only talking about the coaches, you damn bully.
Up the other side. I got no love for them,
There's
man.
kids watching this show.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I don't think it is. But
you got no love for Michigan State and Dan Antonio?
Right.
is that how it's gonna turn out?
Yeah.
Dang.
We know what state we in.
Hey, he talked. He what did he say? The rise. What did he say?
Man, I forgot.
Whatever his little tagline.
Something
He
to
had
fall.
to.
Yeah.
Something before the fall.
Yeah.
The
Pride before the fall. When he said that, I was like, all right, dog.
After that's after
to.
Mike.
And then he said, "Where's your coach?" Remember he said that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
what did he say? Where's the Michigan fans or something like that? Like, all right, dog, we see you.
Then Michigan State went through their little ordeal that they're going through now.
But this stuff is bad though. This stuff is really bad.
Yeah.
And we've been through it. We talked about it, but it's bad.
And they lost talent with them three.
They lost
talent.
They
with
lost
them
like
players.
two of their best defensive ends, their best
number
player
one receiver.
overall in Corley, and
Wow.
one of their best defensive backs, right?
No, Corley was their number one receiver.
No, I'm saying,
And then the other D has one of their top defensive
one of the top
backs.
defensive backs, and all three of them, or four, from probably their best recruiting class that they ever had, all down the drain. But hey,
tough.
karma's a bitch.
It is. It's a dirty one too. Well, it's not so much. I wouldn't even call it karma per se.
I do.
I just call it not being smart. It's real simple. Be smart.
Yeah.
And that's just one thing they hadn't done. Not as a team, as a program, as a football program, not as individuals. They just weren't smart. Point blank. And speaking of smarts in football, it's real interesting to see how this Ezekiel Elliott situation is playing out. And I was, ready to write him off. I'm guilty of that. until, these text messages have been seen, and there's this coercion, I can't even say it right, between the young woman who he was dating at the time, and allegedly one of her friends have they put together a game plan to look to extort some money out of Zeke, and that's terrible. You gotta be real careful.
Shocking,
man.
It's just shocking what's really going on behind the scenes, and people willing to lie and deceive. And
that's terrible. It's terrible.
And save face when you get cut off. You know what I mean? And then it's to double down on it, to have the NFL in their horrible capacity of being judge, jury, and executioner.
They're not handling this stuff well.
They're not handling it well, and it's surprise. This is how people get put in positions of power, not because they're smart, not because they're talented, but because often who they know, or it's something that they just get ordained to.
Right.
It's not based on any kind of merit. Because you can't tell me that you can take something as successful and something as easy to promote and continue a success as the NFL and do as horrible a job as Roger Goodell.
Following it up.
Time after time after time after time. I mean, we're seeing it with with the president. It's like time after time, you keep getting rewarded, and you're still in a position of power, and it doesn't matter. It's not based on any kind of merit.
Nah.
How you flub this every single time. How you come off a kicker that says, yeah, I beat the shit out of my wife 20 times and give him a game. And then you get a guy that all the evidence is there. And trust me, I don't like Zeke one bit. Right?
Yeah, it's not even about that. That's a fact.
But a situation where, and they tried to make it clear, this is for domestic violence. This is not for all the other stuff that, he was wild and he needs to be reined in. No, we're taking a stance on this. And this is the case that you do that on? Given your history? Given how poorly you've handled this in the past? You look like an idiot.
Yeah.
You like an idiot. Point blank. And the owners have, everybody knows they hire him to be the henchman, right?
Yeah.
It's like, y'all don't get sick of this dude being this dumb?
But he didn't even proceed over this suspension.
You are the head of the league, right? Mm-hmm. When you sit in front of a microphone and say, this is going to be our stance. This is how we're viewing this particular issue. It all falls back down on you.
True.
I don't care how you slice it. Right?
Yeah.
If you getting $40 million a year to be a commissioner, it falls back on you because you've set this tone, right? When he came into the league, he said, I'm coming in here to cut heads off because things have gotten out of control. It was around the time Pac-Man Jones was in the club and
Tank Johnson,
all types of stuff was going on. So he came in.
Shout out to Tank Johnson, by the way. We're going to get an interview with him soon.
But he came into the league, and this is the part that I don't understand. Anytime somebody gets in any trouble, they want to say, well, we have to protect the shield. Somebody does anything. I'm talking about gets a speeding ticket. It becomes part of the news. And I know we're in a 24-hour news cycle, but it becomes part of the news because the next part of that story is, well, how many games is this person going to miss? Like, wait, he got a traffic ticket. Like, why is this newsworthy? It's newsworthy because you have put this out there that I'm this executioner.
Right.
I'm bigger than the law. So you've done the actual opposite of what you're hoping to achieve. You want to protect the shield, but now all we do is look at the police blotter to see which player did something next so we can talk about it.
Right.
You've gone about this ass backwards, and now you're looking past evidence. You're looking over the district attorney because, trust me, the district attorney will prosecute a family violence case or domestic abuse case where they've got a victim that's on board.
Yeah. All day.
Like this bullshit out here, like, oh, the DA, they believe that it happened, but they just won't prosecute. Huh?
That's not
I do this every day, ElwishDefense.com.
Right.
That's what they do.
Right.
No,
I was waiting on the plug. I was going to do it
They
for
looked at the case and said, she lying.
Didn't
prosecute. That's how it's that simple. All this stuff that they're trying to throw out there to throw the sin off. Oh, well, Roger Goodell had a reason to suspend him because the DA really believes it happened. Well, they would have filed a case.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
And you know what's funny? It really didn't even take that many days to have it figured out.
Right. Like, they got down to the bottom.
Like Friday, it was, he's getting 6 games. And like Saturday afternoon, it was like, oh no, she was straight up trying to
straight line.
This dude.
Text messages.
Like, why didn't
sex tapes?
Why would you put 6 games on this man's head?
Right. Man? It's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm happy to see Cowboy fans suffer. Y'all know how it is, but that's just ridiculous. It's gone too far. The imagery of the NFL is just getting bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's
pretty bad.
It feels kind of icky watching it.
That's
if it does, right? You're just like, like this. You watch ESPN and they got black men's heads on a stick at an auction.
Dog. Oh my God.
Right? Like it's just icky, dog. It don't feel right, and I'm probably gonna take a hit because I can criticize it, but I'm gonna watch it every Sunday, just because I'm a junkie. But it just don't feel as good as watching college, and we know college is grimy as hell, and y'all dirty and feel worse watching you than college,
right?
Yeah.
Well, we know y'all working these boys and not paying them no money and doing all types of dirty stuff and.
Like we're literally out
worse
here,
than that.
We're literally out here watching NFL football, or better yet, we'll see a viewpoint on social media, and we'll argue just as a country, and argue it. It's never about statistics. It's never about the caliber of a player. I'm not even just talking about Kaepernick. I'm talking about just the things surrounding what that protest has brought out of people. And it's straight down the middle.
Yeah.
I'll say it, period. Majority of white males are, I don't like it.
It's a better way. Like you can't dictate my protest.
Yeah, have a seat. And then on another side of it, it's a lot of people of color ultimately, and women, honestly. It's a lot of all of that on the other side that look at it from a more humanistic standpoint and say, well, not only is he a better player than a lot of other people and he doesn't have a job, the issues that he's standing up for are critical right now.
Right.
They're extremely critical. But I think I would only feel better about watching the NFL, honestly, if at least from an ownership level, they get in their communities, they address these issues, because they have more than white fans.
Expecting something from NFL ownership, we're gonna be waiting a long time.
That's gonna be a while,
right? This is the ultimate good old boys network that you can't penetrate. There's nothing that you can do that they're untouchable.
It's disgusting.
They're untouchable, right? They are Teflon. Okay, something like what happened with old boy. And with the Clippers, Donald Sterling would never happen in the NFL. Ever. No. Are you crazy?
It's never happened.
So nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. You're not gonna get anybody that's gonna stand out and vouch for the players, because at the end of the day, it's about money. It's about power. And even these small things that we talk about from just from a social perspective, that all boils down to power as well. We're not going to acquiesce to somebody who thinks that they're going to do this with our uniform on and our shield on. Like, because we give them too much power when we go back to the bargaining table. What's the next thing that they say they're going to want? And we're not giving them no more. Y'all better come to work.
Shut up.
Shut up. Is the thing about the NFL, and they said it on Hard Knocks last night, Jameis said they'll cut your ass in a minute. Mm-hmm. Because the very interesting thing about football, there's only a handful of truly unique players.
Yeah.
I mean, we got your quarterbacks. You're going to have a couple 6'4", 6'5" guys, Julio Jones. But everybody else is kind of gonna fall into the same category.
Aguayo from Tampa Bay.
Yeah, like dog, we can find another one. You dude,
like, dog, we paid
you out of here.
We spent the second rounder on you, and guess what? Dog,
You out of here.
You suck, and we gonna.
Now, what's the story behind him? Why did they get rid of him?
Oh, he just want to make kicks.
Yeah, you miss kicks, you got to go.
Yeah, but
he got picked up somewhere too.
Yeah, Chicago Bears.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which is funny though, because the dude he battling with for the Bears is the dude job he took when he got to Tampa Bay.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah. So Chicago Bear guy must not be putting it through the
yeah.
So,
but you know what? It might work out for him being in a new environment because I think that
he still got talent. He's got to have talent to be a second round draft pick
first
kicker.
Of all, when he was at Florida State, that dude didn't miss.
Right.
Exactly.
And his brother's also a kicker from Florida State. But
yeah,
you'll see a sports psychologist. He'll get it together.
I think the pressure of being the number 2 pick.
A
second round draft pick.
That says something about your front office.
Because the only thing they talked about when he got there, he's a second round draft pick. So that pressure of being a second round draft pick is probably weighed on him. And I think now that he's been cut, he could probably go to another team. Like you say, kickers are all about psyche. And
right.
they like pitchers. They're mental cases.
Yeah, I think Janikowski was a first round draft pick.
Janikowski also played by international rules.
And
remember Bobby Bowden let us know long ago when he got suspended for the national title game against Virginia Tech, and it was like he broke curfew, and it was like, well, he'd be suspended. Look, we're going to handle Janikowski through international rules, which means hell no, because he can kick 55 yards.
His ball, yeah.
Janikowski can do whatever the hell he wanted to do at FSU.
But I mean, I guess it's interesting. Somebody is talented enough to go that high in the draft, and
remember that was the year Oakland took him and then Shane Lechler in like the third round,
right? So they're like, we gotta get this kicking game in order.
But
they did.
They became Pro Bowl kickers, I don't know if Janikowski ever became a Pro Bowler, but they became very consistent and
I don't know
reliable.
Why he wouldn't be,
because you only have one kicker from each league, and in the AFC you have Vinatieri.
Or
Vanderjack at that time frame.
Right. Okay. So. But yeah, nonetheless, that's the long and short version of the state of the NFL. Ultimately, it's
still can't wait for it to start. I'm just being honest, man. I'm a flawed individual, man.
It's okay. It's okay when you hear that and somebody honest about it. It's okay. I spent majority of the weekend, it's TVs everywhere and all that, walking throughout Vegas. I was turning my head on purpose. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad. And my last thing I'll say about it, I was explaining it to like a perfect stranger out there, and it was a lady, she don't follow it, but she didn't understand it. And my whole words to her were, if a man got enough gall to take a stand for me getting pulled over and being able to see my son that night, I'm happy. I could ride with him. Because other than that, a lot of people wouldn't give a shit about me in real life. He never met me. But if I know if I get pulled over, I'm petrified damn near. In the back of my head, I'm afraid. And it shouldn't be like that. But he noticed that. He knows that. It's a fact. And he's taking a knee for it numerous times. And that's enough for me to respect somebody, to the utmost and do my damnedest to show him that sort of respect, and also, not give that league as much respect. But it's all entertainment, but a lot of things are just bigger than football. But again, it goes back to why college football is going to be a lot more critical. They're going to gain a lot more fans in college football this year for sure. And you have
it's gonna be a huge year in college football. I know we keep just hopping back and forth, but we just talking. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah,
but
pretty much. It's been some weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge year because who's your favorite?
If you don't have a school that you roll with,
I just not like who do you love? Who's gonna win the whole thing?
I don't have one yet.
There is that, so it's gonna be one of those years.
Yeah,
it's gonna be one of those years where it's 10 to 12 teams that thinks if the ball rolls right for us, we can get into that top 4, and you get into the top 4, and anything can happen. I mean, of course, Bama's gonna be there.
Bama in the SEC, so we can get Bama. I don't
Michigan, Ohio State,
Clemson, Florida State, Oklahoma, Stanford.
I don't know about Stanford.
You don't know about Stanford?
They out of the Pac-12.
Out of Pac-12, we're gonna be talking about Washington, We're gonna be talking about.
I think you're always gonna talk about Stanford,
research. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know about the resurgence of. You might say Oregon.
So Washington,
No,
that's
resurgence of
SC.
SC because of the
SC,
quarterback.
See, that's 9. If we're talking
Potentially
about,
UCLA because of the quarterback.
Yeah.
If he can have that type
that's
of year.
10. Give us 2 more.
Who did we do in the Big Ten? We did
Michigan,
Ohio State.
People say Wisconsin or Penn State. I don't see it.
You got to put Penn State in there just because.
I put Penn State in there.
I think they're gonna get humble. I think they're gonna get humble. What week is that? Simp?
I don't know the week, but all I know is last year they got caught by 40.
You know they got caught by 40, but yet they still ranked before.
They showed their ass in one game. No,
that boy might win the Heisman though.
Who? Saquon Barkley?
Oh yeah,
he nice.
Saquon Barkley plays like Barry Sanders.
We go get some pre-Heisman talk going on before that season starts.
He didn't even jump when I said
no, he didn't.
That boy bad.
He legit. I ain't gonna.
He ain't gonna do nothing against us. He ain't never did nothing against us.
You talented. I'm gonna give you your credit.
Right.
I can not like you all I want, or have a bias against you because of who you play for. But if you
I ain't mad at Penn State. They don't beat us.
No, they won't.
They haven't. They don't.
Yeah.
So,
you said they don't beat us.
Yeah.
Except for during them Brady Hoke years when they had Allen Robinson.
You remember
them? I remember that game.
That's one thing I hate about Classic. ESPN Classic and this time of year when they play them old games because they be putting them Michigan games on with them old ugly them horrible uniforms that they did when they had Adidas, the Bumblebees.
Man, I kind of forget
even the games that they win. Like they show that Notre Dame game, the Under the Lights game all the time. It's like what a great game, but then you think the rest of that season was Trez ass.
That was the moment.
They played that Wisconsin game. Remember they came back from 19 against Wisconsin. That season was Trez ass.
That's the first rich right here. But you know what's funny is every year for Michigan, I got to do it on the squad that I hate because they just do some dumb ish. So during that time, I hated Jeremy Gallen only because as a punt returner, he would either fair catch
or let the ball bounce.
Or if he let the ball bounce, and if he did catch the ball, he getting like 2 yards. But then he transitioned
into like one of the best receivers in Michigan history.
Then he became one of my favorites. I was like, dog, Jeremy Gallen out there balling.
Right.
So
catching fades on 6'3" corners and he's 5'8".
Going up and getting it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I just saw some funny shit I've ever seen in my life. This is totally sports related.
What's up?
The Falcons' new football stadium has a Chick-fil-A, but it won't be on Sunday.
But only be open.
Only
open for.
You remember what I just said? People be in charge of stuff just because.
I guess they looking at it for outside of the NFL.
They should make an exception. They should just
Christian.
They Christian, but they should just make sandwiches the day before
and just
slang
put them out,
or have a kiosk.
Have them warmed up, ready to go,
like a warmed up kiosk.
You got some of the employees at the stadium.
Limited selections, just chicken sandwich, waffle fries, lemonade.
Because otherwise, that's dumb as hell. What the fuck
it's gonna be other. It's gonna be other stuff. Going on in the stadium.
That's 7 games.
I don't want no other stuff. I want this. Let's be real.
But if you there for other events, then Chick-fil-A gonna be open.
It's gonna be popping.
And it's gonna be slapping during the concert.
And during college football.
It's gonna be popping.
College football definitely gonna kill them
it's got to be there. But put it like this. It has to be in the stadium. The Chick-fil-A Bowl or Peach Bowl, whatever.
Oh, ain't no question.
It's at the damn stadium.
No,
I do predict one riot where they be like, you know what?
Tell this shit.
No, it won't.
What you mean?
No, it won't.
Not in Jesus' name.
No, think about it.
Because the people down there used to it. Yeah, but that's just teasing. That's just teasing.
Everyone in Atlanta knows that you can't get Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
That's teasing.
So if you there, you already know. Damn, if I see Chick-fil-A sign this Sunday, I know I
can't.
But
ain't it real how you get that urge on Sunday?
Every time. I ride by and be like, damn, a 12-piece nugget to taste good right now.
Damn.
Like, I'm gonna have to go get some now.
You know what they need to do? They need to have that joint. They get them frozen joints like White Castle be having.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
The authenticity of it. Because I almost bought a box of White Castles because I went to the D and didn't hit White Castle. I hit Buddies though.
You and that damn Buddies,
my man. There you go.
I have never been to Buddies.
Boy.
I'm also from West Side, and Buddies ain't real prolific on the West Side.
I'm a Hungry Howie's man myself.
Boy,
I did not get a calzone while I was at the house. But I didn't do a lot of eating while I was home.
You was on them 20 years.
Man, by the time that weekend came, bro, I had some hood pizza from a hood pizza spot in the crib, and
gotta do that.
By Sunday, I didn't eat nothing because it was just so much Henny and everything else on Saturday at the party. Yeah, I hated life on Sunday. But I just didn't do a lot. I didn't do a lot of eating because I was at home with my mom. My aunt was in town, and I went. I did get my big boy ice cream hot fudge cake.
Oh, you hit that.
But I had Coney, of course. But I didn't do like normally. I hit White Castles. I hit some hood.
The Coney on the trips back home is not that because we got real Coney down here.
So it don't be pressing me.
We don't have real Coney at real Coney hours though.
Yeah.
Nah,
we went to Lafayette.
It's kind of hard to do that here.
Yeah, we need the real Coney hours down here.
I might be up for a Coney this Saturday, fellas.
What?
Hells to the yeah.
Hit me up if you hitting the Coney. I go to Coney with you.
I got a hardcore 60 days. I got to hit starting on the 28th. What?
I believe it.
He ain't gonna do it.
First of all,
he gonna go in there and order
he
salad.
don't even work out.
Yeah, I got a chicken Cobb salad here at the Coney.
He don't. That's why he looking at the look.
Look, bro.
We gonna do a scalpers challenge.
Just because I think that would be pretty good. Just I want to go ahead and go hard for 60 days, and stay on the clean regimen for 60 days. Minimize the alcohol. No beer. And just do that. It's
hard. Football season about to start. I'll be with you, but you should have did that like
in the summer
2 months ago.
When it wasn't up for baseball.
I'm with you, dog.
Saturday is football. Hold up. You already know. And if we gonna make a Coney run, it better be this weekend. Because once college football season starts,
ain't no runs.
Between the hours of 11 and
you got
like
a young lady
4,
that'll go get it for you.
11 and 4.
My sister came through one time. I was like, looking out.
Damn, that's
came
word.
with the Fagos and everything.
That's real simple.
Did y'all know that they don't make the honey buns with the white icing no more?
Yes, they do.
Where?
No, they don't.
I thought so.
I've seen them.
No, they don't.
They ain't got none.
Not Hostess.
Oh, nah.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
I don't remember seeing
yes,
in
they
a while.
All right. Let's put that on the Scalpers Sports page. We're going to find some answers.
Because I bought them at the house, at the crib. Now, it might have been like
when?
A year and a half ago.
It might do a poll.
New.
I asked
I'm
while I was home.
We're going to do a poll. Do they still make the honey buns?
Let me tell you how fat I am.
What?
I emailed Hostess. This was years ago.
You a real one? You a real?
Because they only had the clear icing Hostess down here.
And
so I was like, what's going on? Why would y'all ship that bullshit but wouldn't ship the white icing?
Y'all probably mad and you was probably upset because the Twinkie thing was happening. You like, don't touch these.
I don't even like Twinkies.
Right, but you better not touch these honey buns. You do whatever you want.
Do them damn nasty Twinkies.
With whatever this is you made over here.
Right, the sponge cake.
You betting a sponge cake with cream filling.
This item is no longer available. You might be right.
Oh.
That was on the well. That was on the.
You talk about something that we should be protesting about.
Hold up.
What's the chant gonna be?
No, man.
I don't even know.
White icing matters.
Nah.
White icing matters.
Don't make a 21 Savage song.
I'm on Amazon.
Why you stop making?
You can go. Okay, Amazon still has Hostess Jumbo Honey Bun Ice 18.
I need at least 3 in a week.
Nah, I can't. I can't spend a 70 on that.
Hey, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buns in the.
Okay, I'm not taking part of this whole 21 Savage rap, whatever the hell y'all is doing.
Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that.
It's 18 box. But
18
they
box.
Yeah, son, but how old are they if they don't make them no more?
Oh no, I just saw that on Amazon.
It don't matter.
Son.
It do matter.
It don't.
Oh, you was
matter.
talking about a cleanse. My bad. Go on. Say what you.
Oh no, I'm going to Coney Island Saturday. I don't give a damn.
Okay, you just let me
group
know.
outing.
We'll
What time they close?
2:30.
Like 10.
No, 10 o'clock. No, son.
They close at like 9 on
You
Saturday.
No, they don't.
You mean separate
sure?
like divide?
Yeah.
Hold up, man.
Go do it, sir. Pull it up.
D-time. I would love if they hours is that late. I don't believe.
I'm gonna go ahead and tear my stomach up on Saturday, real quick, one time for the hood.
Yeah, them my people, man. They cool.
I don't know I don't know if I want to get the chili cheese fries and the wing ding snack.
You gotta get the chili
or
cheese.
do I want to do the cheeseburger deluxe with the chili cheese?
8 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, my bad. My B.
11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
And it's a $2 Coney sale. We there.
Say what?
Oh, it's going down.
Meet us at the Coney if you watching Scalpers Sports Report. D-Town, Coney Island.
I'm going to go live.
Grand Prairie.
That's live. That's what's up.
What time we rolling?
Yeah, whenever I get this baby dropped off. My Saturdays are totally dictated by when his mom getting.
Oh, let's get back.
Work.
Let's get back to sports real quick. Birdie's revenge. They won.
Yeah, shout out to Frank Nitty.
Yeah,
got
man.
the MVP.
Did he get it? Okay,
he got the MVP.
Because you see Chris Paul and James Harden and all them boys showed up, and I wasn't. Their website. They really need somebody to do some work on their website because you'd like to see a story or something or some clips of what happened in the championship game. But I saw that they finished the season undefeated.
They did.
Won the championship game. So, shout out to that was our new favorite team in the Drew League.
Man, Frank took care of business, man. And he got them trophies. He killing my timeline.
He said he wanted one, man.
He got it.
He finally got it.
He got it. And he had a flush out in that game too. That was pretty ill.
Did he?
Man, yeah. The dude got major hops. And you can tell he just got an athletic, like a basketball body to be short, more or less. Long arms, got hops. Like it ain't too many shots, ain't too many dunks of his getting blocked. But on top of that, man, he had a stellar season. I think he averaged like over 30 a game.
Right.
Playing with a lot of the premier and elite guys. So I'm very, very happy for that guy, man. And and he goes, ultimately, cat like that, they get them accolades, and he like a hood superstar out there.
Hood superstar, still work hard, go to work every day, and then get to hooping,
and will ball you to the ground. I got a cousin that lives there. My cousin Tony live out in L.A. He like, man, I hoop with my man in the league out here and blah blah blah. And I said he cold, and he said, man, he out there
beat you up.
Yeah.
Did he beat Debo ass?
I think he did.
You said he cold.
I think he did. In this case, I'm gonna go for a yes.
You said he was like he cold.
But like you said, Birdie's revenge. Hey, congratulations, fellas. Frank Nitty, congratulations. Make sure I tag you in the show, man. Let you know to check it out.
Yeah, man.
And man, it's always good to see guys prevail like that, especially when they, more or less regular Joes, but they still like fucking Superman athletically. So that was cool. And that's one thing I love for us to do. It's a little bit more of that, catching the summer league hoops, real leagues, Drew League, and what's the joint in D.C.? I can never remember that one. The names of it, but you got D.C., Seattle, I think Houston got a league. Of course, the Saint, and you got Rucker.
Hit Dykeman?
There you go, Dykeman. That's the one.
That's in New York.
The Rucker, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sorry, that's right. I was thinking that would be the one in D.C., but yeah, the Dykeman League. Yeah, all of the above. I think Miami got one. All of that. So, but yeah, it's out cold, man. So, that's something I think we go get our eyes on a little bit more because it's still, still athletics, but it's just something that you would rather see, just like how you watch the Big Three and all that kind of stuff.
I was gonna ask you to the bit. I don't know if y'all talked about it before. What was that Big Three experience?
I got into it a little bit. It was great, man. It's a straight family atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
They got a setup everywhere, like from the apparel to the or they would call it merchandise, but from the merchandise to the way the court is set up to they got celebs sprinkled throughout the crowd, and like here you had like Errol Spencer's in the crowd.
Dallas superstar.
Yeah, absolutely. And then and he was just at the fight the night beforehand. So, that was great for Dallas, you know what I mean? Of course, Cube and LL was there.
Ivo didn't make it, right?
Ivo didn't make it. And it was so crazy, Sherrod. Listen to this. Now, just imagine where you got, first of all, they set it up in quarters. So you got, the 4 different games are set up in like, it's more or less even like almost the same time as like a quarter with TV breaks, but not as many TV breaks.
Gotcha.
So you got all that. The last quarter is whatever game Iverson's team is playing against. So everybody on their feet. You can see all these T-shirts they done bought with the Threes Company's team, and the kids got the hats, and people got Philly jerseys on,
right?
Denver jerseys on, Georgetown jerseys. I'm like, this is cold.
Yeah.
And they announced special guest Jason Terry. You talking about deflated
Jet Terry?
And then
still in the league, Jet Terry.
Still in the league.
Hey, NBA champion, Jet Terry.
NBA champion.
Yeah, NBA champion.
Actual role, NBA champion.
Dallas beloved and the whole 9. But come on, man. And then the next day, they had to put out a press release. So that next week they had to put out a press release.
Suspended from a
3-on-3 league.
You don't show up because you at somebody casino or
This fool probably was up at Choctaw.
Probably was in Detroit.
Club Fridays.
That's, you can see Ivo in the Detroit casinos during them years that
till he got banned.
Posted
till he got banned.
Man. How the hell you get banned from a casino?
He's been there acting a donkey on the damn crap table. They said
that's yeah, man. So
Goodman League, that's the league in DC.
Thank you, sir. That is that. There you go. Now with all of that, I still think it's a great time. I think they can add some more or allow some other people to be more vocal. So they'll probably have to move
does
Steven
it have
Jackson
staying power though? What you think?
I believe so.
3-4 years from now, we're gonna be talking about, man, I can't wait till the summer because we're gonna see. I guess it's a feeder league because as people come out, they go right into that.
Right.
I think I give it 2.
Just 2? You think before it dies out?
I think just the demand won't be there unless they flip it, unless they change kind of what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, the only way that they would be able to they would every year need to add a huge name. Like next year it'll be like Jordan got a team. Like people will lose their mind.
Yeah, a Jordan team.
Yeah,
or
team. Kobe got a team this year.
Yeah,
people will lose their mind.
And you just want to see you don't even necessarily have to see Kobe play. You want to hear him talk. You want to see his intensity.
Right. People gonna want to see him play though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think they got away with the Ivo thing because Ivo, even the games he was playing in, he was just like coming in for like a minute.
Now, you weren't playing well anyway. You were just out there.
So,
he was only playing like 7 minutes, and then Ivo was looking 40. Like, whoo-hoo.
Yeah, like, we don't want to see this no more.
So the name piece is going to be very critical, having, popular folks out there. And, they tied in well. Like they had, what's my man name to do the same 2 songs that's from here. Cream on the inside,
Doro,
clean on the outside. I think
Doro music, ice cream paint job.
Yeah.
See, Mike give it us the head.
Yeah, so
that's the only song I know was ice cream paint job.
He can't have more than like 3 good ones. I'm stretching it.
Or 3 that you know.
3 popular ones.
Yeah, that's
I'm stretching.
Yeah, let's say popular.
That's like like kind of like halftime ish concert worthy that everybody kind of bob their head to while they're getting their drinks. But the other part that I like is that the kids under 12 and under get in free, and that way they go kill it on concessions that way, and it's a great family atmosphere if you ask me. I like it. It's real chill. You can still, if you like hoops, then you're gonna enjoy seeing guys, more or less they in the paint. I enjoy seeing Chauncey shoot jumpers. I enjoy seeing guys I never heard of that's playing overseas still, and they still out there hooping. They know they could get them $100,000 check for the summer. I'm like, man, I'm happy for you.
They getting that much?
100.
I'll take 100.
That's what I'm saying. For the summer, and Steven Jackson is still balling. I like seeing Charles Oakley on the sideline. Having more. Hey, he's on the coaching side, of course, but just to see him out there, Rick Mahorn is coaching. I like seeing stuff like that, and I ain't the only one. But I think like you said, I think they focus on a strong outcome or coming out for next year, but the name, like you said, man, you got to have some solid names, and how they do that, I don't know, and how they do it if they were to add teams, they would probably have to add like a whole another 8 teams just so they can have it in 2 different cities at one time and all of that. But I like. I
don't think they're gonna do it like because then that would try to make it like a legit league, and I think they like to it's like a traveling road show,
right?
Yeah,
it's kind of like Universal
because you're seeing everybody.
Universal Circus.
I still have it.
It's the most amazing thing.
But you're seeing everybody, and you're not forcing your patrons to buy a ticket to see this set of teams, and then another week making them buy tickets to see another set of teams.
Right.
You're giving them all of it in one ticket.
Right. Yeah. So unless they get mad creative on how to do that, which to your point. There are not many ways you can freak it. You kind of got to keep it at 8 teams. But the names that they bring in for the teams are going to be
you swap
key.
Names, you swap teams, names. You swap players out.
So it might not be Three's company no more for AI. It could be, Kobe.
AI. I doubt if AI back next year.
Yeah, that's
I wouldn't want him back. I wouldn't want to deal with him. He's bad for business. it could be the Team Mamba. Kobe, with Kobe squad or something like that. And you still got Scalabrini out there, and you got Michael Rappaport. out there on the commentary side. So they got a lot of
Michael
good
Rappaport
things.
be going hard. He
Michael
be crazy, ain't he?
Real hard. I love every bit of it though. I love every bit of it.
Boy.
He goes for the culture, period.
Yeah, for sure.
And me and Sim was talking about it yesterday. Like, as hard as Michael Rappaport go, boy, it took a long time for black folks to accept him.
To give him that pass, boy. We saying, hey, man.
Why? Because he was Remy?
Dog,
Yeah.
that Remy role, man. Look, every time we would sit there talking.
We just don't know, Mike.
Right.
Like,
We're trying to fill you out.
We would sit
15
there,
years
we would
later.
sit there talking.
you
and I
really good at this job, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
played the hell out that role, boy.
That went on for like 5 to 10 years with folks. I'm included. And I'm like, yeah, dog, I don't know. I mean, that Scully in them boots.
Yeah, man. You shave that head and
It's
all.
my
Like,
world.
dog.
You knew a lot of racial epithets. They came off real smooth. But you down. We got you, but I'm gonna need you
Took
to
you
stay
some time.
behind back here though.
Took you some time.
You were still ahead of Ray Lewis and the rest of them fools. We've been let them fall off, but
Boy, that coon.
and they just keep getting added to the list. Jermichael Finley saying something dumb as
He
hell.
said his wife came at him.
Yep.
Like, dude, you black. And she white.
Jermichael Finley wife came in.
Yeah. Hey, dog.
Yeah,
You black, dog.
blood. Like,
Stop.
chill.
And you're not even in the league. Why? Shut up. I hate saying that because everybody should. I'm a big fan of everybody should be able to voice their opinion, and even when you stupid, even when you racist.
Please do. Yeah, I'm at that point. Yeah, please just do it.
Number one, I want to know. Shout out to these racist motherfuckers that don't wear a hood over their face.
Thank God for you.
Boy, they gonna
Shout
have
out.
to
Like,
edit this episode.
we appreciate you.
What'd you say, Sam?
We're gonna have to edit this episode. boy.
Nuh-uh. You two about to get all this.
What? Edited for what?
I'm just talking shit.
No.
Go
Sim be trying to like, I'm gonna play
Ease us in.
No, he be at the party when the fight break up. He be in the corner like, look at this shit.
Did y'all see the Waffle House fight? On
Yeah. Or the shooting or the fight?
The
no,
fight.
it's a fight now. That is true. There's a Waffle House fight going on. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
racist
a video of a
white man what did he
I
tell
don't
the server? Something like, you gonna serve them niggas before you serve
Oh,
us.
is that how it popped off?
Yeah. I just saw I saw the caption and I was like, I'm gonna have to save that for later. I ain't had time for it. Not mentally.
Gotta go back and watch it,
it ain't going nowhere. It'll be it's circulating.
Wow. Yeah, it's wild out here right
wild
now.
as hell
But
out
yeah,
here.
but I'm a firm believer that people need to express their opinions. But when you express your opinions, you also open yourself up to be called a dumbass, right? So, do you, and you should have an opportunity. You are right. You should have an opportunity to protest, but you also have the right to get somebody to shout you down, right? Yeah. And that's not a green light for violence or anything like that. But you put yourself out there, or you come out here like Ray Lewis and say the things that you say. As much respect as we have, as much love as we have watching you on a football field,
Tim Brown.
we gonna break your ass down.
Yeah. Tim Brown.
I ain't
was
heard
another
Tim
one.
Yeah, we gonna break you down. You one thing you know about our community, we not pulling no punches.
Yeah, man.
You cross over and you don't represent us how we feel like we need to be represented, especially when you have a platform and you know that the things that you say are going to carry so much more weight with other people that don't know what goes on in our community and how we think and what we set our expectations are. We going to knock you down.
And here's the other piece.
I wish you the worst, Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
How about
real.
that?
But see, now you mentioned that word karma earlier.
Yeah, man.
You know who dealing with karma like a motherfucker? Right?
Him.
Yeah.
His son. Catching one.
Hey, blood.
See what here's what they think about you. Hit.
Keep them stones hidden in that glass house.
Yeah,
G,
man. And I don't wish the worst on him either, but it's like that's when it comes home. What they say, the chickens come home to roost.
And I don't know what his son going through. I ain't looked into that.
Right.
But
it's serious.
Ray, you need to focus on what you got going on because
Ray, you've been in this position.
For sure.
You've been far worse position
where the public outcry against you has been so loud and people
you still getting called murderer when everybody know you didn't murder nobody.
Yeah, you just kind of obstructed,
Yeah, I mean,
he might have called for the hit.
Did what we do.
But we the ones. I told you.
He a silent killer.
Right, he the one over. He see the fight going on.
Right.
He gonna get that one right.
Hey.
Get that on. Remember in Harlem Nights when dude was shooting that gun after they was shooting that? Get that little.
Hey, dog.
Sneaking them in.
Every situation got to have a shooter.
Right.
You're never supposed to know who the shooter is.
So, and now I'm not gonna give Tim Brown a whole hell of a lot of flack, but
I don't even know what he says.
He Facebook Lived himself, and ultimately was saying that why is Marshawn Lynch bringing negativity to a positive situation? What positive situation? And he been sitting down.
And it's Marshawn. I don't even believe Marshawn Lynch. I think Marshawn Lynch has stood up. I think Marshawn Lynch has sat down. It's Marshawn Lynch.
He never cared about that song.
Marshawn Lynch do what the hell he want to do.
And every time I hear somebody say something about this song, I'm like, dog, why do you want me to? That's like a woman that just you just telling her you're supposed to listen to this NWA song that degraded you the whole time. She don't have to listen to that. I don't have to like it. I ain't got to stand for nothing.
All right.
No, the song wasn't for me. The song told me that The song told me that I was gonna die no matter where I hit.
The biggest thing that just kills me about is that it's all propaganda.
The whole thing.
The U.S. government wrote a check to the NFL that said,
huge
please
checks.
Broadcast this part as a marketing tool for our military
Every week, all week,
So-
and we go fly planes.
So
Well,
that was like 2009. Was it 9 or something like that?
It was later than that.
Or earlier than that? Or later?
More recent.
More recent than
yeah,
that.
it's definitely.
So
It came, because remember, it was
a post 9/11,
and then people found out that, like, oh, wait a minute, the military pays the NFL for like,
right. And they had to cut them checks back.
Yeah, that people on the field and all of those.
Right, the
things.
big flag.
Yeah,
It's propaganda.
The military is paying for that. It ain't the NFL like, oh, we want to show our support. They're like, no,
Nah, dog.
But it's 1.5 milli.
And I never understood the connection between a sporting event and
in the military,
not just the military, but the anthem and the flag.
So
It's like we don't do it when we go to work. We don't do it when we wake up in the morning.
they used to make us do it in school.
But that's where you do it at school. You do it when you go to a government event or something like that.
Right.
But sports.
Well, the thing that get me,
it's propaganda.
Okay, yeah, but the thing that get me is the biggest people who show the most anger and this and that are the ones that they always said. Watch them at their house when the game is on.
Right.
I bet they ain't standing up. I
And
bet
they
they ain't
already
sitting
drunk.
there. Now, you might get some people who actually do it, because I've seen people
Stop and put their. head
I've
over
seen
their
people
heart
like at their
the whole time.
homes watching the game, and then they kind of stop everything that's going on. And if you practice that in your own home, then okay, you know what?
You should speak out about it.
You real with yours.
Right.
But then you got other people who
That's a bathroom
don't
break.
Yeah. The national anthem on.
Who's singing?
I still got
don't like her.
I still got time to get these wings.
What kind of beer you want?
Right.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man. I ain't standing for that shit.
It's ridiculous.
We about to get ready to wrap up, everybody, as we just had the Angry Black Man segment.
Yeah. Way to come in for some positivity on a Wednesday evening.
So shout out to everybody that are gonna watch the NFL and everybody who's gonna be discussing as they do it. Which I know I'm gonna have a couple.
Nah, we
games.
run a sports show. We ain't no way.
I ain't
we
missing
avoid it.
all of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch the highlights at a bare ass
Man,
minimum.
screw that. I'm just watching the Lions play.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. That's your silent protest, damn it.
That's a protest for your ass.
So we out of here.
Man, I'm trying to figure out this Sunday ticket thing as we speak. I'm trying to figure out a new hustle
Hey,
on it.
I hustle DirecTV like I try and do every year.
There it is.
I'm working
Just
on it.
ask to speak to the next manager till you get it free. Yeah. Every year.
I'm gonna give it to you.
For the money.
Scalpers Sports Report, man.
Yeah,
Thank y'all for
yeah.
tuning in. We're about to have it posted on YouTube,
1, 2,
SoundCloud.
3,
about to
4,
roll.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Nah.
Word up.
You can't do that to this.
Right. On a real beat, you can't do it.
All right, MZ Studios, my
For
man
real,
Mike taking us
though.
out with the brat. Give it to you, instrumental that B-Simp set up for us always.
Good to have you back. Scalpers.
We out. Peace.